Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to some more Dominion 6. Last time we looked at L.A. Abyssia. And like all Abyssia nations and all nations that have strong troops, fire resistant, and a lot of fire magic, it was pretty easy. Not much to say about that. Let's roll up another one. 256. That is L.A. Pictal. I believe we did look at that. I think. That's another one that has... Yeah, it has another... The Umber Hulks. That's another Umber Hulk one. We'll skip that. 162. That is Carcosa. We did that. Wouldn't mind doing it again at some point, I guess. But 101. Vetteheim. We did that. We'll find something here. 229 is Yemas. We did that. 51. Marignan Fiery Justice. So that's M.A. Marignan. Well, I guess we haven't done it, but I feel like it's just going to be kind of similar. It's, you know, you get a lot of fire magic, and you get, like, really strong, sacred, heavy cav. And that's basically all you need to make. Is just make a bunch of these, give them fire resistance, and just rain down hell. That's it. I mean, we could play with Divinitas, and we could maybe try a meme build with Flagellants or something, I guess, but that's just a little too much fire in a row here, so we'll skip that for now. 256 again. Random my ass. 256 twice in a row. I thought this was a true random number generator. 84. Jomon, Human Daimyos. Did we do that? Yeah, we did that. We definitely did that. Okay. Boy, can we find one here? 60? Flegra, Deformed Giant. We did that. 263 is M.A. Lensha. Yep, that was the Kelp. I remember that with the Kelp forms that we gave solar weapons to, and they had like 4 attacks, and it was ridiculous. 205. E.A. Tibernia, the Wolfborn. Oh, boy. So the problem with this one, I have not done it, but Lego has done it on stream about 4 times now. And I'm just not sure if I want to do it. Where the hell is it? No, E.A. Tibernia. Yeah. So they get a bunch of wolves, and they have werewolves, miniature magic, water magic, astral magic. They get 3 bless points for free for some reason, and yeah, they get sacred wolves, which are just kind of ridiculous. This is like the only thing he makes, really. They have 30 hit points, size 6, 9 protection, 10 defense, with a fear aura built in, cold 15, berserker +3. Dark Vision 50, 2 attacks, 13 attack, 25 damage, 23 damage. Like, they're ridiculously powerful. And that's all, like, even without Sacred, this would be like, wow, that's a pretty strong flanking unit. Jesus. But with the Bless, to make them, like, hardier, giving them regen or something, like, it's just really ridiculous. They also get like a werewolf sacred, which he's never made, I don't think, but it's probably even more ridiculous. 22 hit points, size 4, 22 protection, 13 defense with a parry 5 shield. They have built-in regen of 10%, so you don't even have to take regen then, just give them Undying. They'll have 32 hit points or something with regen and 22 protection. And they're formation fighters. So 3 to a square. They have 20 damage spears, 15 attack, magic damage. and a bite attack. They're arguably even more ridiculous. They are quite pricey, though. Whereas these things, you don't need... You could take Sloth 3 or whatever and just make Sacred Wolves. Yeah, but, like, you get all these werewolf troops. I mean, just the werewolf warrior. 20 hit points, 20 protection, 11 defense, parry 4 shields, with a spear, a spite, a javelin, and built-in regen. Like, also just ridiculously strong. Like, you can go full scales and just make werewolf warriors and do very well for yourself, I think. And throw in Wolves of War in there, which have 23 hit points, 19 protection, with a 17 damage bite. And they're disciplined. I mean, it's just kind of an OP nation, I think. Which is why LEGO likes it, of course. But, yeah, I mean, we could, but, yeah, you can just watch all the various streams if you really want to see Tiberni in action. Let's roll again! 233. Xsaca. Yeah, we already vetoed that one before. Similar reasons of fire damage. 157. Here we go. Xsaca, the Fertile Crescent. That will be what we do. Definitely not big fire damage, and we have not done it. I think I may have done it very briefly on a stream. Sounds kind of familiar. For a map, I'm feeling, I'm feeling, Soapdrin. Do Soapdrin. I think we're on 17? Or no, we may be on 18? 17. This was this was I think it's EA. Xsaca, Fertile Crescent. And I think we're doing 6 on this one. Alright. Kingdom situated at the boundary between East and West, founded in the ancient past when the Devas and the Myria that ruled rebelled against the Pantocrator. Large hosts of Myra set out to conquer the feuding states of the Far East, the primitive monkey people of the Southeast. When the rebellion in Caelum was crushed, Pantocrator turned his attention to the fledgling empire forming on the border of East and West. Furious at their insolence, he decreed them to become like those they had sought to control. At odds with the Yazads of Caelum and faced with a fierce counterattack by the Yakshas of Kailasa, the cursed ones were forced to retreat and only managed to hold on to one of their possessions, the fertile valley of Xsaca. Magic and religion are intertwined, and fire is still held sacred. Okay. So we have apes. It's a nation of apes. Very blue. They like the color blue and a little purple. They prefer heat scale +1. They have heat limit +1. They also get 2 fire bless points, which is nice. That's a free, +1 attack on sacreds. Or fire resistance. We get capable archers and cheap skirmishers, medium infantry, and super heavy cavalry. Well, boy, that just sort of settles it. High astral and death, mediocre water and nature, plentiful but weak fire. Okay. Noted. We have weak priests, but they do get guardian spirits, and we have advanced forts. Our little scout monkey. Stealth 40. That seems low. It's bullshit. He's so stealthy, this little guy. Come on. Yeah. Padans can be recruited outside forts as well. They have 40 leadership, uninspiring -2, but Beastmaster +2. So they're meant to lead animals, which I think is our whole nation. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, alright. Spabod. 100 leadership. There you go. No Beastmaster, no inspiring, just 100 leadership. It's a capable commander. Kshatrapavas, 150 leadership, 1 holy, making them sacred. They're pricey. And they're slavers. The ability to raise the Kara. Herbad, 1 fire, and then water, astral, death, nature. On an inept researcher 4. Yeesh. And they cause unrest. It's like fucking monkeys at a typewriter, I guess. It'll eventually research spells. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, as far as actual mages go... I mean, fire in a jar will get them to Phoenix power. And then they can spam fireball, I suppose. Fire water gets you... I don't even know if it gets you any acid. Acid bolt, maybe? Acid... Oh, geyser. It gets you geyser, which is pretty good. Can't complain too much about geyser. Fire death gets you basically nothing. Fire nature gets you basically nothing. It's just... Yeah. Yeah. If they were 1 recruitment point, then I'd say maybe. Because then you could get quite a lot of them. You'd have magic scale or something, get them up to like 7 research. Maybe, but I don't know. Mobed. 1 fire, 1 holy. They get +2 to water or nature, and then a 10% for fire, water, astral, death, nature. Okay, so there's fire present, but it really isn't that impactful. But it does mean that the water ones will be able to do acid spray or whatever it is. Yeah, acid spray, which isn't really a good spell. But acid bolt, there you go. Which isn't like an amazing spell either. You might prefer to just spam geyser. Because with 2 water, geyser becomes range 25, AoE 3, precision 3 for like 5 fatigue, and 7 armor piercing damage. Yeah, you'd probably prefer to just spam geyser, I think. This is pretty good against thugs, though. Or is it? I mean, thugs tend to stack a lot of protection. Yeah, but 16 armor piercing is pretty high. You have to have 32 protection to just avoid any damage. And it's acid, which is really, like, very difficult to get resistance for. I guess it also has the AoE 6 armor piercing, which is pretty good. But again, like, that's painful for your own troops as well, compared to Geyser, which is a bit more focused. Anyways. Then, yeah, so then 2 nature. You can get group bark skin off of that or something. The fire here, you know, fire in a jar, again, could get them up there. But, yeah, I'd say mostly... They're usable mages. Mogs, cap only. Fire 1, holy 1, +3 to astral or death. Oh, man. Why do you do this to me? They are 4 recruitment points, but they're not that expensive. And, yeah, all the death ones will be very capable Horde of Skeleton spammers. 3 astral, 1 fire, you know, There's astral stuff you can spam. It's not the worst. Not the worst. But yeah, they weren't kidding. Plentiful but weak fire. And Herbad, non-fort provinces. They get 90% of them will have 1 fire. Why is that 0, though? On average, you're going to have it. Why would it be listed as 0? Alright, so they're... Right, so on average, they're going to have like 3 research ability. But they are 1 recruitment point and cost 60 gold. And you can recruit them anywhere you plop down a lab, I suppose. Yeah, it's hard to say if that's worth anything to you. Units. Feigen Skirmisher. Well, it's very cheap. They're size 2, they have 5 hit points, 3 protection, 16 defense, though, is pretty impressive. Undisciplined with a 9 damage tiny spear, length 1. That's cute. And war darts, range 12 for 5 piercing. I mean, yeah, you'd have just a few hundred of these things, and they'd throw all their little darts, and, you know, it'd be 5 to a square with 9 piercing damage. Yeah, it's not my style. It's really not my style, but it's there. Feigen Archers, however, get range 35 short bows, 8 attack, 8 piercing. How available is fire? Yeah, see, ignite arrows is 2 fire. That's really unfortunate. If this was 1, and we could just have, like, a shit ton of her bads, you just have, like, 20 of these in combat and they all just spam ignite arrows, that would be viable. But we don't, so it's tricky. We are in EA, right? So 8 piercing's not useless when you have like 400 of these things shooting. Maybe. Shivateers, however, get real bows and are real apes. Range 40, 11 attack, 13 piercing. Pretty strong. They get armor, helmets, 8 protection. It's a capable archer. And they're skirmishers, which is nice, because then they can be a bit more spread out. Sparabaras. 10 hit points, size 3, 8 protection, 15 defense, 8 MR, 8 morale. Not ideal. They get 14 damaging spears and tower shields. So, yeah, 15 defense with a tower shield 7 is pretty good. It's pretty good, as we've seen before with those kind of numbers. The 8 protection doesn't really matter because it's really like 24 protection most of the time. Shathrapava Thanvars get longbows. Range 45, 14 piercing. They also have length 4 short pikes that deal 19 damage. Goodness gracious. The only problem is the armor. They have 10 protection on their body. Well, 11 with their natural. So they really would depend on group bark skin, but you almost could just field these guys by themselves. But like I said, I usually like to think about it as like if these guys went against each other and were shooting longbows at each other. That's 14 piercing against 11 armor, minus 15%, so like 9 armor. So they're taking 5 damage on average from a longbow. So they're only going to survive a couple arrows before dying. And they're not insanely cheap, but they are pretty cheap. The question really is the short pike. I think with buffs, these guys are pretty phenomenal. I think with bark skin and with ferocity or whatever it is, +2 attack, +2 morale, I think these guys are really pretty solid. They could be basically your entire army. Without any buffs, you're going to lose quite a bit. You're going to lose quite a bit to enemy archers. You're going to lose quite a bit to enemy melee. 12 protection or 11 on the body doesn't really do a whole lot for you, even with length 4 weapons. But, you know, they will repel potentially even other spear users with length 4. So I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But it's hard to say, because I really do like these. With that 15 defense and the tower shield. But I don't know if I'd want these just as archers compared to these guys. Which are like half the price. So this is just a weird spot that I'm not quite sure. Maybe later in the game, though. Takabaras. Size 4. 18 hit points, 11 protection, 10 defense. They do have shields, but they're parry 4, and 10 defense means it's not going to affect a whole lot. 8 MR, 12 morale. They have javelins, range 15, 7 attack, 17 damage, and cigaruses. 23 damage axes. I think it's usable. Yeah, I mean, the shield doesn't do much except protect you from enemy archers, which it does. Granted. But in melee, these guys are going to get cut down pretty quickly. But they also do 23 damage. And they get their own javelin volley. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's hard for me to really... I mean, I've been thoroughly impressed before by 15 defense with tower shields. And they have spears. Like, I don't know. I'm really... And these are 3 to a square. These are only 2 to a square. You know, that's a difference. Asabaras. Okay, so like light cavalry. They do get 15 defense with the shield. That's pretty nice. They're mobile archers. But that means they can throw their javelins. They don't have bows. They have 18 damage axes, and the Warhorse has 20 hit points, 7 protection, 10 defense. It's a light cavalry. That's how we would describe this, I would say. Kuveshavagans. There's your heavy cavalry. 21 hit points, 17 protection, 14 defense with a parry 4 shield. Only 8 MR is a very big weakness for multiplayer for sure. But 15 morale is pretty nice. They have a light lance, 21 damage with the charge bonus. And then they bring out the hammer, 13 attack, 24 damage. And they're not likely to get repelled by anything. And then the camel itself, 35 hit points, size 7, 18 protection, 6 defense. So they're size 4, riding size 7. Meaning that I think you're getting to the point where the camel's gonna take more hits probably than the rider. Or it's gonna be, I don't know, I'm never sure the exact breakdown. But certainly more than normal cavalry. The camel will be taking hits. But with 35 hit points and 18 protection, that's pretty solid. And he gets 2 attacks, which is really nice. Yeah, it's a very good heavy cav. We will probably be making these, but they are damn expensive. 87 resources is a blistering high number for a cavalry. And cap only Anushia Sacreds. 20 hit points, 15 protection, 9 defense, 8 MR, 15 morale, no shields. They get range 50 great bows, dealing 19 piercing damage, and 27 damage short pikes, length 4. Good God, the damage here. This is kind of an all or nothing kind of unit. When you get up to bows that do that amount of damage, 19 piercing, like no troops that you have will be able to handle that. Like if these guys shot themselves, they'd be doing like what, 6 damage on average? Thankfully they have 20 hit points. But that's on them. Like if we use the Sparabaras, I mean, they do have the shield, yeah. They do have the shield, which is going to catch most of those. And then you're looking at 15% of 24 is like 21 or 20. No, it would be half 3 point. It would be 20, I think. So on average, if it hits the shield, it won't do any damage. If it doesn't hit the shield, though, they're fucking dead. And, you know, plenty of shots are not going to hit the shield, even with parry 7. Just due to dice rolls. But I don't know. You could throw them in there if we're using the Sparabaras. You could crank on precision, which doesn't help that much, especially at range 50. Like, it's basically pointless. But the reason, you know, all or nothing. Like, you could take a bless and say basically fuck accuracy, and you could give them air shield and say bark skin. They're a really good candidate for bark skin bless. And then you could just have these on the front line, like pretty far in the back at range 50, and you could bump that even further. You could make that range like 70 or something. We did this before when we played as Anne Orlando, and they just rain shots down. And then if they get into melee, they've got length 4, 27 damage short pikes with 13 attack. And they're going to have, like, I don't know, 19 protection or something like that. And 20 hit points. Yeah, so you could do just pure sacreds. Honestly, you could also throw Shivateers behind them, too. Because why not? Yeah, why not? What I wouldn't throw then, what I wouldn't use then is cavalry. Because these guys will just get shredded. The camels will get shredded. I mean, you're gonna lose them, and that's the real, like, you're gonna lose some, and they're not that bad, but you're gonna lose some, and they're just so expensive that it's hard to just, like, you'd have to take some extreme scales. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Oh, wow. We get a lot of summons. Oh, man, we get a lot of summons. We get elephants, tigers, buffaloes, bees. We get herd of Boscarinis. Breed of large cattle endemic to Histria. Okay. We get Ahuranis. We get Yazatas. We get Devas. We get Jahis. Celestial Yazad. Yata. Pravashis. Amesha Spenta. Greater Deva. I mean, there's just so much. We usually don't do a lot of that kind of stuff, though, in my experience. Okay. Enchantment. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Parting of the Soul. Death Air. One person, 100% precision, gets paralyzed. And then 3 Black Hawks. I think we've seen this before. I don't know if we ever did it. Do we even have Death Air as an option? Call of the Drugvant. Province attacked by bandits and a host of devas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's basically where I'm either like going all in on sacreds, doing everything with sacreds, or just going with Sparabaras, Shivateers and Heavy Cav, Kuvashavagans. So it's like, I mean, yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, these are pretty damn cheap, and most of your resources would go to these things. I mean, it's not like you need many of them to be really effective. So I guess we'll, you know, sort of go both, because obviously sacreds are cap only. Good God, this is like the most chassis choices I've ever seen. I think no matter what, we're going either Rainbow Bless. We could take the Maharishi. Or Dominion 4. Just seeing if any of them have a lower cost than 40. I wouldn't imagine so, but you never know. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking here. I don't think we have to go like obscene on scales, but we do kind of want a Rainbow Bless here. Yeah, well, we kind of want a big Bless. I think Air Shield would be pretty good, especially to cut down on friendly fire. But then, yeah, like, basically Air Shield. Oh, man, maybe Bark Skin. I'd have to get big nature and big air. That's pretty uncommon. Not really. Well, the Anunnaki of Love and War, but it's kind of pricey at 270. And I don't really like Titans that much. No, there's not going to be a different air nature choice. Okay. Let's see. Imprison. Yeah, that's the other problem. Imprisoned. We'd have to go nature 6 for bark skin, and then I think 5, 6 air. That's pretty pricey. And we might not need air shield, I suppose. Bark skin would be the thing. And then we'd have to take like blood 4 for blood surge, which I think would be pretty strong. And beyond that, larger? They're already 2 to a square. Yeah, I guess larger could be alright. And it's an always-on thing. That's kind of nice. So that would give them 30% more HP, bumping them up to like 26 or something, 27. Which is pretty nice. And gives them an extra strength or some amount of strength. Do more damage with the Great Bow. Yeah, larger could be good. But then we're really like, holy shit. We're taking too much. I think we'd have to ditch Air Shield. And we get Fire Bless points +2, so we gotta take some fire. Attack doesn't really help him that much. But they will get into melee, right? That'll happen. Yeah, so we kind of... This is where it gets trickier. I need at least that. Probably more order, if anything. They don't take that much recruit. I don't know. Maybe just more Dominion then for more Sacred. Okay. I don't... Can I buy 8 of these a turn is the question. It's a lot of gold. That's 320 gold a turn. Yeah, I probably can. I think that's probably where we want to be. Okay, so even at the start, they'll be larger. They'll have like 27 hit points, and they'll have Blood Surge. But I don't think Blood Surge affects precision. That's the real problem. So maybe instead of going Blood, I should go Air and grab... You could have Far Shot, I suppose. But we could get 4 precision. Doesn't help much, but it is going to help when the enemies hit the front line, and then all the other ones are still shooting their bows. And they're shooting at like range 8 and stuff. That's where the precision is really going to come into play. Not at range 50. Alright, we're going to go with that. Metrophania. And we're playing on some map. Oh, right. So 6. Right. So yeah, okay. We're going to leave it on default. What's really dividing that world, boy? Cannot find a legal start position. Great. I'm glad I went through all that effort. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and the world has been made. Alright. That's not great. But I suppose... We got a throne in our cap circle, of course. Let's start exploring. We're gonna make you into a prophet. And we will start making sacreds. For research, oh boy, that's a good question, actually. What are we making for a mage? Mobeds, right? So they're gonna have 2 water, 2 nature. I would say we're already gonna have bark skin. Well, no, we're not gonna have bark skin until 3 years in. But we probably want to get ferocity. Kind of nice. We can get panic, which is like despair, but for nature, which is pretty good. We also can get a quickness, which does quickness affect ranged? No. Specifically, doesn't. No, specifically doesn't. Damn. Okay, so quickness probably not viable. Slow is a really good spell, though. And gift of form, like, it's just meh. But we could just go for evocation then for geyser spam. And then, yeah, we get... Bark skin is nice because it just covers a decent spread. But... And then we can't really get Serpent Fang arrows. Well, you could. I guess we can. With 2 nature and a cornucopia, you can cast Serpent Fang arrows once. Which would be kind of nice. Okay. It's also a lot of summons we could get, but I'm not sure how good they would be, considering how many archers we're going to have that hit very hard. So, yeah, I would say probably we're looking at... I guess just go Thaumaturgy 4 and then, like, Evocation 3 or something. We don't need too much magic for this one. Okay. And we got heavy cav, heavy infantry, heavy cav. Jaguar tribe warriors. Okay. So all the heavy cav. Isn't this EA? Oh, I didn't actually end up making a mage. Excellent. We just went over spells. Alright, so right now these guys have 26 hit points, 15 protection, and 7 defense, but, you know. Oh, no, we didn't get... There it is. Right. 26 hit points, yeah, 15 protection, 14 precision on their great bows for 21 damage. Oh, good God. And 13 attack on the spear for 31 damage. Good lord, that's painful. We're going to see. You know, we don't have many sacreds in this battle, but we're going to see just how much killing they can do. And also how much friendly fire they do. Okay, so our 6 sacreds each got a kill. No friendly fire. We lost 6 of the little archers, all to slings. We didn't lose a single one of the spar bars. I told you, those tower shields, man. That's not to be taken lightly. Okay. Doing all right. Doing all right. Doing all right. There's where friendly fire maybe came in play. We lost 15 spar bars on that one, and they killed a total of 12 units. So there was a little bit of friendly fire. Yeah, I mean, I told you, like, not everything's going to hit the shield. And anything that doesn't hit the shield is just going to kill them. But they're pretty damn cheap, so I'm not heartbroken about it. One sacred died, but they got 19 kills. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. But yeah, we lost 15 of the archers because we didn't have a front line anymore. Brilliant. Head back. Yeah. I'm gonna start making sacreds at this point, but a little pricey on the resources. Oh, good. We're going up against Anne Orlando. Summer Bay, right down here, huh? Okay, that's viable-ish. Also going up against Kyun. Fox Girls. Let us see a lot of sacreds now. Look at those numbers popping up. Boom, boom, boom. 16, 25, 12, 14, 16, 30, 25. Yeah, I mean, when, like, any given shot is just gonna kill something, it's pretty strong. Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. You gotta be shitting me. I lost my profit. I lost my profit. I mean, that's the statement. We lost 9 sacreds, which is a bummer. If that was what happened, if this was happening and I didn't lose the profit, it would be like, okay, that was a rough one. We'd have to go back. But now I lost the profit, so now it's a real big setback. We still managed to fucking take it somehow, though. Not sure about that one. But, yeah, so now they're all just going to sit there until we get a commander. Just lead them back. And we're going to need... I guess let's get a big camel boy. He'll be harder to kill. Debating about site searching. Like, what am I gonna summon? What am I gonna do? I probably should look over all these things. I guess we want Boscarinis, maybe. We want to see what some of these things are. Some of these are sacreds. Okay. I'm gonna have you site search. You can also go underground. There's that. I guess I don't need to bless just yet. We should try and get a connection to another throne. We should try for Wick at the very least. Alright, let's head out. Ooh, that's nice and spicy. Fire closest, attack rear. Pretty fast. 22. That's pretty fast. Alright, that should be fine. Yeah, we want to get another palisade up somewhere. Possibly here. Actually, yeah, I'm on board with that plan. That was fast. Boom, 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 dead. Get routed, son. Good. Friendly fire right there. But that's a very small amount. And we're gonna have so many sacreds that most battles are just gonna be done before they start. happened to all my resources? Okay. Four friendly fire. Yeah, and I think we'll get a port set up here. You just want to make sure your connections are always somewhat secure. Unless I can just barrel over Summer Bay right now. That would be even better, but I doubt it. Alright, we can get a new prophet. Crazy. Kill the commander, kill the commander. Boom, easy. Yeah, a little bit of friendly fire attrition every time for some cheap units. That I can live with. Light infantry, long dead, light cavalry, cataphracts, and wyverns. Yeah, that sounds a little tricky. Alright, we'll go this way. This is a big population spot, though, at least. Relatively big. Yeah, it's going alright. It's going alright, it's alright. Yep. And we got Thaumaturgy 4. Why don't we actually have you just cast Haru specs everywhere now? And that's it. You did finally lose a camel. There was a Jotun Axeman there. That's kind of random. Dune is right here. Yeah, so, I mean, going down this way, yeah, and that's water anyways. So, no. We won't worry about that. There you go. Yeah, and then another fort here in the Flat Glades. Oh, it's a swamp? Really? Also, it's got elephant riders. A fire, cavalry. No, large. Yeah. After Evocation 3, I suppose we want... We're gonna want Construction 5 at some point. For cornucopias. Let's see if we actually target the elephants, which should go down pretty quick to this kind of sustained damage. Doesn't seem like you're targeting the elephants. Oh, there goes a lot of... Oh, there went a lot of shit. That was unfortunate. Didn't seem like you targeted the elephants at all. Damn elephants. Okay, it's a decent spot, I suppose. This might be just better, though. Up to 5 nature gems a turn is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. We'll work our way back home, and then take that throne there. Oh, we got another 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold is good. We will spend that gold. And we will spend here. We're going to go home. I could go through that, but I don't like that. It'll be slow and boring. So we can get a little auxiliary army going here. Something like that. That. There you go. Nice. Oh, good. Minus 4,000 population in my capital. And it's a flooded river now, which has reduced income. What the fuck? That's pretty shitty. This is right below Alb's capital. So we may want to secure this, but at least we have a port here. Druid's Grave. Excellent. They're going to construct a lab here. You're going to construct the temple here. There's a lot of, like, summer's hot, the winter's cold. Like, it's really getting the extremes this year. 95 sacreds is pretty good. That is a pretty respectable little army we got. I think you could even do a little of that. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and spend a turn for you to become a prophet, because that does help various things. Build a temple there. Why don't you search there? And your job is now done. Good. Divine Blessing, Sermon of Courage a couple times, blah, blah, blah. And away we go. Now I can get Mobeds here, or Herbads. Herbads. I mean, it's cheap, I suppose, but 5 research is just so inconsequential, even for the money. I mean, it's just... If they were 1 recruitment point, though, I might jump on that. Alright. Let's watch this first throne battle. Oh. Boom. Man, deleting shit. And the camels run right past. Good, good. See ya, crocodiles. So I think I was still targeted on large creatures. Yeah, and we're gonna lose all the little little monkeys. The back line is going to get shredded pretty quickly. We're going to bring out the length 4 pikes here. Oh, and still keep shooting. Easy. Alright, some casualties there. We lost 1 Sacred. They got 112 kills. Good. We lost a total of 4 Camel Riders and 21 of the Sparabaras. Not ideal. I probably shouldn't have been set on target large creatures. But that's the risk you take. Flame. Fire closest, please. We already have 80 units in the garrison here. Oh, and he was carrying Sacreds. That's right. Go ahead and get me another one of these. Throne of Dreams. Excelente. Which gives us Sloth +1 and Magic +1. That's not Excelente. That's shitty. But I guess... the fact that it was a swamp or forest gave us some extra resources anyways. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's going all right. About to get construction 5 soon. Found an endless forest and smolder stone. Excellent. And Orlando won the arena. What a battle this must have looked like, huh? Glamored up. Doesn't matter, dude. He's got 19 protection, 16 defense, 42 fucking hit points. You're not winning that. Have some more sacreds. Have some more troops. Have more troops. Perfect. Okay. What's next? Oh, we could work our way up this way towards that. That's what we should be doing. Yeah, something like that. Money's getting tighter. I gotta keep expanding. We need more territory. He probably can win some battles, right? I can take this. How could he not? How could he not? In Vienna. Man, we got the heavy cab. What more do you need? Done. The heavy cab's gonna win this. We got a werewolf and 316 gold. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, just keep going and take what shit we can here for extra income. Oh, stop making those now. for now. And make a temple. Should we become friends with the Fox Girls? The answer to that question is always yes. Yeah, the werewolf, yeah, it's just never, like, good. 15 protection. I mean, I guess you can throw armor on him. He's got 20 hit points. He's got regen. He could do some light thugging. Like, you know, compared to just say like this guy, he is better as a thug candidate. I can't argue with that. All right, we got Conjuration 3. I think we probably want to look towards actually getting with a Thistle Mace, Cornucopia, and if we can, I don't know if we can we? Do we have glamour? No glamour whatsoever. So, yeah, and I don't think we took it on our Pretender. But we could maybe empower the Pretender to get Fairy in a bottle. And then with a Thistle Mace, or if we get to Construction 7 and we get the big staff, then we can cast Hail of Serpent Fangs. Or our Pretender could probably just cast this, except it's a statue. Yeah, I would probably say that's pretty. And that's it's only enchantment 6, not that hard to get. But let's summon a herd of Boscarini and look at that. Battle in the Bulwark. I don't know about shooting the ethereal guys. Ganas. Oh, this was a Ghana and a Xsacas. We don't like Xsacas. Alright. Yeah, not too bad. And then an Anika. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. The more I play this game, the more I like watching battles. You'd think it would be the exact opposite. You'd think at this point I'd be like, oh, like I don't need to see all this shit. I just want to, just give me the stats, blah, blah, blah. Just like, no, I love watching it. It's basically the opposite of Total War, where when I first started playing Total War Warhammer, it's like, oh, of course I want to play the battles. That's what we're here for. And then as time goes on, it's just like auto-resolve, 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 it's just like, yeah. Just tell me what happens. So it's a real testament to this game's systems. It's just so fascinating. All right, here they are, the Boscarin. 34 hit points, size 6, 5 protection, 7 defense, 5 MR. They have 2 attacks and trample. They are going to die in herds, of course. Even Barkskin's not going to help them that much. Like group regen or mass regen would be pretty awesome on them, but I guess, I mean, is it better than just summoning elephants? Well, it's a lot cheaper than that. And you get 5 of them compared, you get 5 elephants, though. I don't know, what is the stat of just an elephant? 61 hit points, 11 protection, size 9 tramplers, and trample damage is based on size. I don't know. I feel like you might just rather have elephants. Because you could get 2.5 the number of Boscarini compared to elephants. So you get like 12, basically. You get 12 Boscarini for every 5 elephants. Yeah. There's also the buffalo we could summon. Maybe that's a better direct comparison. So buffalo is 43 hit points, size 6, 5 protection, 7 defense, trampler. With 2 attacks and Berserker +2. And you get 5 for 8 gems. They're basically just an offshoot of Buffalo. But the Buffalo have 9 more hit points, same protection, the same MR, 1 less morale, the same defense, and the same speed. They just also have 2 more damage on their attacks. And Berserker. Why would I make Boscarin? I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. Never mind on that then. So then when I pick Buffaloes over Elephants? Maybe. 43 hit points is quite a lot. I mean, 7 protection with Berserker active isn't really much. They're still gonna die a lot, but so are Elephants. Then there's also, like, the Bumblebees, which I think is just like... I don't think I can look at them, but... Alright, I'm gonna summon some Bumblebees, and we'll be able to compare. Alb is already there. Damn. He's hopped right over that. No way we're making any connections there, then. And yeah, we might go to war eventually. Never completely anti-war. But I like to be friends temporarily. Why are my resources so shit? It's because of that sloth. Now that kicked in. Okay, I'll cool it on that then. As good as the sacrets are. So we have no earth magic available to us. Oh yeah, these guys though with the big death. That's more reason to go down enchantment. Maybe I should start making them here. So we can get a vine shield. We can get a frostbrand. It's already a pretty good ways into making a thug. Eight protection is just... I mean, I know he's got the invulnerability. I get it. But against magic attacks, you're just gonna die instantly. 8 protection is nothing. Does he have natural protection of any kind? Yeah, he has 6 natural. Okay. He's got big naturals. All just various resistances and stuff. Like, we have no other alternative except for when our pretender gets here. We could give him our bless, but it's not super useful for him. If I could get 2 astral. Oh, our new guys will have 2 astral. 3 astral. That makes him even less... Well, yeah, I mean, again, it's a light thug, right? It's for taking independent, like, little PD. You're not really going to encounter magic damage ever in those situations. So, I guess most of the time then you're going to have Ethereal and Invulnerable 15 with regen. But it's... Yeah, I still am iffy on that. Ethereal is decent, but it's not that good compared to... good protection. Yeah. I think I'd probably just go with Fireplate. Yeah, probably. And then just the dragon helmet, I suppose, is fine enough. And probably the burning pearl. Be more attack. We could give him this. I mean, he's already a werewolf, but it doesn't say it's restricted. So we'll give him more regen, more strength, berserk. He's not going to cast any spells. I'm going to do it. I think it's funny. And I do things that are funny. Kuhn refused. We had a double battle with bumping into Alb. We'll see about that. Now, when I played Alb, I wasn't that impressed. Oh, that's right. We're in the dark here. Okay. That's probably worse for me than it is for him. Okay, ice drakes are bad. He's got an army of his sacreds, which suck. We know about them. Boom. What's his bless? Defense +2, combat speed +60. Oh yeah, they're coming in fast. Now they're running away fast. Ah, ice drakes. Ah. Yeah, lost 4 cavalry very quickly to that shit. Oh well. And we're not friends with all. We're not friends with all. We're still waiting on a reply, but we'll move it along. Yeah, I mean, I could take this, but I mean, that's not a good idea. Like, we got cut off. We have to accept that. Alright, now we got the Bombos. So these are 18 hit points, size 5, 4 protection, 7 defense. The hits just keep coming. They're flying tramplers, and they cost 3 gold per turn. They're just too weak. But flying tramplers, there is a benefit to that, even if you lose most, like, most of them. Being able to just trample those fucking mages in the back. They're only size 5, granted, but if you could get enlarge on them, that would help. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to keep summoning them. Oh, we can also get hippos, which I think we concluded were pretty good at some point. Yeah, I can't look at those. That's 3 of them for 3 gems. But I think they're pretty good, too. Okay, we're going to go through the whole gamut. Okay, so he's got 20 hit points, which isn't much. 24 hit points. He's size 4. Really? Size 4, huh? I wonder if instead of the Burning Pearl, we should have gone for Enlarge. You'd get 32 hit points total then, with double regen, 20% regen. That's kind of good. He's got 26 protection versus Mundane, which is not insanely good, but it's pretty damn good. 12 MR, 24 morale. $17 defense is not amazing, but defense isn't usually where you shine. And he's got Berserker. And he'll instantly Berserk, so it'll actually be a 27 protection. With the regen, he's got Cold 5, Fire 15, And he's got a Frostbrand and a Bite. Yeah, I wonder if we shouldn't do Enlarge and the Trampling Boot. I can't make the Trampling Boots, can I? I can just make Boots of the Messenger, which is also pretty good. Okay, we're gonna make Boots of the Messenger. And... although his attack score is not that amazing to give up the Burning Pearl. And he dropped down to like 13 attack, 14 with Berserker. I don't know if that's worth it. That's really low numbers for a Thug. So I guess we'll leave it. Yeah, okay. All of NQ and both accepted. Excellent. Very, very good to hear. Yeah, heavy cab is good. I mean, Dominions is often a very heavy cab kind of game. Make that shit. Very nice victories. Okay, so now we got the Hippos. 47 hit points, 5 protection, 5 defense. Size 6 Tramplers. That are poor Amphibian, which is pretty nice. And Berserker +2. And 24 damage Bite. They're pretty similar, I think, to... I think they're pretty similar to Buffalo. They're basically like amphibious buffalo, which just makes them better than Boscarines by basically every metric. But yeah, I still would say buffalo is your best bet. And that is a vanilla thing, right? Buffalo are vanilla? Yeah, they are. Okay. So yeah, I'd probably still go buffalo, and we could just make a lot of them. But I don't know. I guess there's not much else I can really make with nature gems. Until my Pretender comes out, and then we can make big stuff, like Manticores. But the Bumblebees kind of amuse me, I gotta say. I don't think we really used them at all when we played Melita. We got Big Death now. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, we found another throne. Excellent. Still very curious to see if there's one in this ocean, though. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Underdark here. We are pretty much done here without pissing off Alb some more. But we can take this, maybe this. We'll see. Alright. Right. Yep. Yeah, yep, okay. That already happened. Dark Knowledge. Nothing. Underdark. Fine. Fine, fine. Okay. Yeah, well, there's another underground here. Which could be anything. Guess we'll be bold. We have 170 units in the garrison here. I think we'll just throw it at this throne just to see. So go ahead and get me 2 of those. There's some very Lord of the Rings music. Yeah, I mean, that much damage on your bows is just hard to stop. Hard to stop. That's why we're just steamrolling everything at this point. Yeah. Alright, we'll take this. What you got down here? The halls. The halls. Why not? We'll take a peek. Alright. I mean, I think these guys might all get wiped out, but that lowers my upkeep. And we're going to play it like the AI does, where we just slam into it a few times until it shudders and we take it. Okay. So we got this guy. He can probably handle this. You're just going to be on whole... I mean, you're going to be berserked instantly, so it doesn't matter. We got a lot of battles happening this turn. Look at that. And our god arrived. Excellent. Let's watch this battle with the werewolf first. Insta-berserk. Still 26 protection versus mundanes. That didn't help anything. Oh, because it increases natural protection. Yeah, completely pointless. But he'll never rout, which is for better or for worse. Divine Shield doing work. Regen doing work. No recuperation ever is going to be troublesome. But hey, he took a province by himself. What more do you want? Easy enough. Yeah, I mean, those aren't really good in melee, so they'll just die compared to our sacreds. God, just like insta-rout. Yep. And a throne battle, just to see. Got quite a lot of arrows coming in. Oh, the wyverns. Whoops, forgot about that. That's bad. Falling fire, bad. I think we lost both commanders there. Yep, that was pretty disastrous. We got most of the wyverns, though. Probably all of them. Last one probably routed. So that helps. That'll help when we regroup. Okay, we got the big bada boom statue. I mean, fucking hell, 29 natural protection. And we can throw, like, Iron Skin on there. And we can throw Personal Mist Form. We can throw a Body Ethereal on there. Pretty dang good. What we don't have is a regen, but if we get to Construction 7, we can get the chains. And then she'll have regen. And an insane amount of hit points. And can cast pretty much any battlefield-wide spell we'd care about. Enchantment 6. Heat from Hell. You know, we can throw Heat from Hell out. And Foul Vapors. No, we didn't take water. Shockingly, we didn't take water. Very rare for, like... Yeah, it was a unique bless, because we don't usually use archers. Yeah, pretty good. I don't know what I'd teleport onto exactly. Maybe this. Why don't you make yourself a fire protection? I mean, I don't know if there's anything else down here. It's not like it's worth a whole lot of money to go down there. So, although we're going to be stuck now until summer anyways. So I guess maybe I should. Okay. Nah, you don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Keep making shitty troops. It'll pay off. Probably. Good amount of research, though. 500 per month. Wow. I don't use Sacred Archers that often, so I want to appreciate it while I have them. This is a damn strong Sacred Archer. I don't know if it's as strong as the Anne Orlando thing we did. That was pretty ridiculous, but pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, this is just nothing for him. And he got unequaled obesity. More hit points and strength cost of some encumbrance. Yeah, you weren't fucking kidding. +3. Yeesh. Well, we got him up to 32 hit points, which is kind of nice. He's not going to be able to do much. Not without some heavy reinvigoration. He does have 3, which is kind of nice. So he's recovering, but he's got 2 attacks. I think, yeah, he probably needs to swap out the Burning Pearl for the Girdle of Might or something. Oh, we already watched that. We found a bunch of gems. Yeah, alright, you're just gonna sit, probably. Yeah, we're one off from a lot of things. Damn. Damn. Also, I don't have that many gems, except for Astral. Okay, let's head back home. You're gonna try to take this on. Long Dead Horseman. Can't fail. You're going to build a temple. You're gonna take this. You're gonna keep wandering around. So we found all thrones now. We've got connections on 3. We just need that magical 4th one. Of which it's not underground. There is one in the lake, though. There is one in the lake. That's probably what we're going to teleport onto then. Yeah. Amphibian. Which makes it pretty easy. I don't think you can cast Heat from Hell. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you can't cast Heat from Hell. Like, almost no fire magic works underwater, I think. Or maybe no fire magic. So, we don't have many good options then for underwater, but we also don't have to have many good options. She'll cast something. And it's probably a pretty shitty throne. So I don't know. That's range 7. You go there. Yeah, those things are tough. Man, those are some of the tougher things. You wouldn't really know it, but they are. Damn. Wait, they get Xsaca crossbows? That can't be correct. There's no way that's correct. The hunters should have a short bow, a dagger, and a bite. So their dagger got replaced by a Xsaca crossbow, which I think is just from, like... Doesn't Emas get that or something? I mean, that's the last time we saw it, but now I'm questioning... Maybe there's some other mod that's just giving them that. That makes them really dangerous, because this is like a short bow that does 10 armor piercing. That's problematic. But most of the kills were from the warriors, which are just dangerous. Alright, well that was a bummer. Let's see how the werewolf fares against a bunch of horsemen. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Dead. Yeah, alright. You know, we just fuck around. A light thug is a light thug, you know? Range 7. Damn it. Alright, go here then. Build a lab. Not finding any death sites. Jesus, still got 81 units. Guess we'll bring along a mage to handle some more sacreds and a bunch of bumblebees. Sure. And we're gonna make our way down to Wick. Got another 141 here, so make one of those. Make a temple. Make a castle. Oh, make a lab. Yes. Yes, yes. Wow, we only ended up with one guy with 3 death. All the others have been astral. Great. Got a lot of good that does me. We also have 129 units here. But presumably that won't be necessary. I have a lot of sacred archers that are very painful. Well, I may as well at this point. There's no rush, so I may as well wait for construction 7 to get the chains. That'll help. And maybe a bit more evocation. So I really don't know what I can cast underwater. There's no filter for that, right? There's no filter for that. So, yeah, I mean, earthquake can't be cast, and basically no fire can be cast. Is there an easy way? Well, is there an easy way for me to check that? Underwater? Combat? Fire? Air? Earth? Astral? Nature? Let's specifically look at evocation. Not much. Not much. Lightning bolt. Oh, shockwave can be cast. That's pretty good. Orb lightning can be cast. That's going to be pretty damn good. Poison cloud can actually be used underwater. Go figure. Well, how does that work? Magma eruption. That's a very strong spell. That's evocation 6. And astral fires. Really? Astral fires, evocation 6. AoE 1, 10 armor negating damage, difficult to negate with magic resistance, and AoE 6, 10 armor negating damage. MR negates. This is the only fire that will burn underwater. There you go. That's pretty strong. Alright, let's try to get evocation 6 too. Well, we pick up the other 2 thrones. Yeah, I just wait there then. Go ahead and build a temple. And we got... I mean, I guess I could bring along more mages here. Yeah, you can all cast Geyser, right? Okay. Oh, God, that's a lot of sacreds. Yep. It's a lot. Okay. Well, something like that. Pull and attack rear, attack close, fire closest, fire archers, fire closest. Should be all correct. Good. Just cast spells. You are going to cast... Ferocity, I suppose? Like, yeah, it's like so minor, it's... I don't know. But what else do you have? What else do you have? Immaculate mounts. But they're on the move. They're moving. It's just spam and venom arrows, I suppose. Because the bigger version of that is Serpent Fang. And I didn't make any of that shit for us. So yeah. That's not very good. The water guys, though, can all spam Geyser. Yep. They can throw out... maybe some slimes, and then some geysers. sure. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. If that doesn't win, then Jesus. That's all I can say. Let's see the power of our sacreds. Boom. Boom. Geyser, 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 geyser. Oh, the bumblebees have landed. Trample, 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 trample. See some friendly fire there, man. Okay, we lost 1 sacred, and they got 122 kills. That's pretty good. We also lost 21 bombos, but they did get 41 kills. Like I said, they're going to die. You're going to lose a lot of them. But on big battles like that, they probably killed a few wizards in the mix there. So, yeah, pretty nice. We lost 6 of the cavalry, but that's all right. And 27 of the little tower shield boys. All in all, pretty good. Mages ended up getting 22 kills total. It's alright. Alright, alright. Lame. Well, yeah, we probably... Yeah, I don't want to do this, but we should put PD everywhere, especially where I have thrones. Somehow neglected that. I think it's the tedium that always turns me off of doing this. I mean, sometimes early on, it's the money. It's the money. But later, when I'm just sitting on thousands of gold and passing my turn, it's the tedium. It's like, I'd rather just go take it back after barbarians take it. No, I mean, that's not really true. But it is tedious. They really need to do something about this in Dominion 7. You know, it's important to be able to recognize the flaws in your favorite games. Nothing's perfect. Throne of Chains. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, we could maybe take this. Look at that. Man, I even have to go over here to the Bountiful Land. Very, very good. Okay, and you can now forge yourself these chains. You need 5 earth gems. That's pretty pricey, man. I guess really the fire resistance is unnecessary. I made it because I was going to cast Heat from Hell, but... And I guess maybe I should cast Heat from... Oh, no, he took this. I don't want to fight Anor Londo. I'd rather fight stuff in the water. Do we have anything I can use in the water? I have cold resist. Yeah, I don't have any cold resist, and usually there's water mages, so that's probably the best thing. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright. Yeah. Pesky little friendly fire. Alright, there we go. Throne 3. And now we have 15 cold resist and reconstruction 5. We're not gonna have... Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Just take stuff. Take gems. You might use them. You might not. You'll think of something. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy peasy. As for a script, we probably want Earth Power. You're going to want to cast on yourself. Flying Shield. Oh, cannot be cast underwater. Great. Makes sense. Fire Shield can't be cast underwater, but Astral Shield probably can. Yep, we can get Astral Shield. And you can get, well, you know, nothing. The answer is fucking nothing. Water sucks. Resist magic. May as well, even though I'm sure I have insane MR anyways. We have no armor we're wearing, so that's pointless. I don't have magma eruption. Yeah, we only got to evocation 4. It doesn't give us many options. It gives us like shockwave and lightning bolt. But it doesn't give us poison cloud, it doesn't give us magma eruption or astral fires. I think we wait. Fuck. Yeah, I think we wait, because I feel like astral fires is going to be really good. And I'm not at war with anyone. Alright, let's watch our third throne battle. It's a lot of normal infantry. That'll do it. Lost 5 Sparbaras. Sacred's got 133 kills. Pretty good. Claim. Also one here if we wanted to just roll over Kuhn a little bit. We could just take that. Bit of a risk, but could do it. Alright, 2 turns. Yep. I'll just throw PD on this. Good. 1, 2, 3. And we are going to get Evocation 6 this turn. I'm not sure if that happens before or after Magic Phase. So we'll play it safe and just wait out the turn. Okay, and so now I could charge body. Oh, we also have personal mist form now. Oh, well, that's very good. Then we don't want to charge body. Oh, and we got personal iron skin. Oh, we got body ethereal. Oh, shit. We want all these things. That's better. That was worth it. Cat in my waves, cat in my... Okay, teleport. Here. Go. Game. Set. Match. I don't think I moved to the rear. Fuck. I definitely didn't. That's bad. But we're a whatever spellcaster. Yeah, cast spells real fast. Shockwave, magma eruption, shockwave. Shockwave, magma eruption, shockwave. Holy shit. Fucking decimated. Oh my god. 197 kills in the blink of an eye. Good lord. I mean, it's just like slave troopers and shit. But the fact that, yeah, Mind Lord didn't soul slay me or anything. Because I have a soul. I'm not mind, like, I can be soul slain. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Lame. I want to build one more temple, just for fun. And victory! Ha 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 ha! Every nation is good if you don't get into wars. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, as usual, it's nice. A win is a win. We play basically always the same settings. There are variables on if we do get into a war or not. I mean, some things could screw us over, but being able to win by turn 46 and get thrones in different locations, including a water one, like, you know, it's always a fun experience, and that's mostly what I care about. We had way too many units at the end. We had 578 Sparabaras, 290 Sacreds, 276 of the little archers. They still had 58 Bombos that were sitting there, and 48 heavy cav. Like, if I gathered everything up, it'd be pretty nuts. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get into any wars, so it is what it is. Right, so Xsaca. Pretty good. I think it's a pretty solid nation. I don't think magic is really their forte. I don't know what you do with high astral on like a, like a handful of high astral mages. I'm not quite sure what they're really good at. I mean, we would have had, I guess, Astral Geyser with 3 astral, which does... Can we just look at that real quick? Astral Geyser. It horror marks, which is annoying because, I mean, you can hit yourself with that. But then it's an AoE 12, 2 armor negating damage. Magic resistance negates. That is a huge area, so that is going to hit your own shit. But for our army specifically, that were like big range, and this is range 50 plus. So this is big range, big AoE, armor negating damage. This actually would have been really killer at this point in the game. Especially if we were up against like a big armor nation. Yeah. Like if we went up against like a giant nation or something like that, and we're raining down like 19 piercing shots and armor negating AoE 12 stuff, that would be pretty good, actually. I'll give you that. I guess there's also Stellar Cascades, range 35, AoE 7, 25 armor piercing, fatigue. It's not bad. It's not bad, it's not bad. And Astral Fires, did they have... They did have fire, didn't they? Yeah, yeah, okay, so... You could also have them cast Astral Fires if they get, like, the little skull cap to bump them up to 4 Astral. And that thing is definitely pretty nuts. So, okay. Yeah, I guess. And then, obviously, the death. You can do plenty of big, Horde of Skeletons. You also could have done Rigor Mortis, which would be pretty good. We're not an undead nation, but... how does Encumbrance work for range? This is specifically melee Encumbrance. That's actually a question I've never asked once. Does range just not build fatigue? That seems weird. It does not seem. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Rigor Mortis actually would have been a really good option for us. Huh. And that said enchantment like 6 or something, right? Yeah. Enchantment 6. You'd have to have the Skull Stab, but we could have easily made that. And then just carry 3 gems into battle and boom. Rigor Mortis, done. Crush, not bad. Also, we could have cast Life After Death. Not as... we didn't really need something like that, but it's, yeah. We also have Death and Fire. So there's Bane Fire Darts, Bane Fire. There you go. Range 45 plus. So these guys can just cast this right out the gate. Range 45 plus, AoE 1, 20 minus fatigue, 55 armor piercing magic damage, and then an AoE 6, 8 armor piercing magic damage, and an AoE 12 decay MR negates. That is nasty. Damn. Okay. Yeah, so we didn't even get to that stuff or think to bring them along. But then you throw on top of that like a really nice sort of like light infantry, but with a massive tower shield. And this is just, I mean, you saw how few of these guys we lost. That tower shield is huge. Basically, just consider these guys to be 24 protection infantry for 7 resources. It's crazy good. And then the heavy cav. Yeah, heavy cav's always going to be damn good. 35 hit point mounts, size 7. It's great with 2 attacks. And then the sacreds. There are certain times, certain nations where we use sacred archers. Specifically if they also have... they have to have really good damage right out the gate. Like, I don't want to waste a bunch of bless points on raising their strength so that their damage is acceptable. And then I also like the fallback of like a good melee weapon, and they have a damn good melee weapon. Like we could have just made them melee, really. And 15 protection, 20 hit points. It's all pretty solid. And then you throw Barkskin in there that we gave them and enlarge. Yeah, we probably could have just had them melee and be like just as good. But just, yeah, when you have dozens and dozens and dozens of very high impact sacred archers on the field, it's pretty good. So yeah, strong nation, I would say. Fun stuff. But my music's over and the game's over, so that's going to be a wrap on another game. My name is Mangg. You've been watching Dominion 6. We'll see you fine folks next time.